what they stumble. And that's coming from Proverbs 4:14 through 9. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privately for the innocent without a cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grass and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find a precious substance. We shall find our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one pursuit. My son, walk not in the ways with them. Refrain thy foot from their path. Proverbs 1:10 through 5. There is a clear path that believers should avoid at all costs. There is clearly a path, There is clearly a path that believers should avoid at all costs, and it's not following after the ways of the wicked. Amen? Praise be to God. Now we see, okay, well, I'm going to start with the Philistines. And the Lord had Israel, as we were talking about through the course of this month, that Israel kept on doing evil. What were some of the evil things that Israel had done? Because it's just a kind of continuation. Just keep showing how Israel keep on going back to doing the same thing. Can somebody in this house that's hearing my voice tell me what Israel have been doing to allow them to keep going into slavery? What were they doing? Because we read it in the lesson that Israel kept doing what? What did the Bible say it was doing? They were doing what? They were sinning and doing evil in the sight of the Lord. What are some of the evil things that the people of Israel were doing? They were worshiping what? Jonathan, come up closer. I want you to be part of the lesson. I can't see you way back there. My glasses won't let me. Come to the. Well, we haven't studied, so you don't need to be back there because I need to ask you a question. I can't see your face. And I know you've been in the lesson for the whole month. We were learning about Israel and the things that Israel did. So I was trying to ask you, but I can't see your face back there. What were some of the things that Israel did to allow God to bring them back into slavery? They were worshiping what? What were they doing? Worshiping who? Were they worshiping other gods, which allows God to be angry? And every time they cried out to God for help. I'm sure we remember the lesson from last week. God sent them a who? What did God send them? A judge. A judge to help deliver them. And after they got delivered and they got back their house, their possession and everything, they went back and they did the same evil again. So this time, they went back again after God delivered them one more time. And they got their deliverance. This time they did it again. So God let them stay in slavery for how many years? 40 long years. How old are you? You're 20. How old are you? How old are you? You're 16 and you're 20. So that means that they have been in bondage since you were like a baby, and you're still growing up and they're still in bondage. Because 40 years is a very long time to be enslaved. Right? But this is what they brought on themselves because they kept turning to the other gods. And they went to the Philistines